Is it on?
Yeah, hold on.
What's up?
We could be live at any moment.
Hey, guys.
Could be.
Might be live. What's happening? Ernesto. We might be live.
I think we are.
We're live?
I think it's loading.
Anyone in
We're
there?
live.
Hey.
We're live. All right, what's up, everybody?
What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to a live stream of the Mets'd podcast.
Over at Murphy's Bar in Astoria.
Murphy's Bar in Astoria, the best Mets bar in the city.
Shout out to everybody who came out. Appreciate you. Shout out
Ernie,
Brandon.
Drew, Brandon.
Everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Andrew McReynolds, thank you for being here.
Legend. All right, I'm just loading up the chat on my phone.
Mark's got the chat going.
Yeah, this is our first time. What do you guys think? How do we sound? How do we look? Real quick, how do we look? How do we sound?
Lighting's good. You guys can see like the dive bar, dartboards behind us.
Hunter M, thank you for joining. Hunter M, we got a new ball knower.
Nice.
New ball knower, Hunter M.
Nice to meet you, Hunter.
How we doing? Do you want to send out a tweet that we're live real quick, and then we can start talking?
Yeah, I can.
I'll do it on Instagram. You guys are seeing all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I mean, this
isn't even behind the scenes. It's very much over the scenes.
This is a just live episode. We're not going crazy or anything like that. We're going to talk about the game last night. Talk about what's going on today.
Yeah, and then it's going to be a mix of the recap from yesterday, but also pregame for tonight. But we're not going to do too much recap because we still got the episode coming to you guys on Monday to recap the whole series. That's going to come after this game, which the members will be able to get Sunday afternoon.
And we're
probably going
live.
to record early.
We're live. YouTube, check us out. Check us out on YouTube.
I'm sure everyone here is really, really excited about Tyler McGill last night. I have to start there,
right?
How could you not be?
How could you not be?
We saw aggressive Tyler McGill. We saw 97 mile an hour fastball Tyler McGill. We saw Tyler McGill throwing a ton of amazing sinkers on the hands to right-handed hitters, having no fear in the strike zone to Yordan Alvarez, having no fear working inside to Jose Altuve and Isaac Paredes. We saw Tyler McGill face a line that didn't have any lefties. He was able to use that new slider really, really well. That slider that had way more drop on it, coming in slower, much more movement. Truthfully, it was, I don't know, I think everyone probably wanted to hear about the Juan Soto home run.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. I put the Juan Soto home run as the top piece of news on the entire NBC Sports website yesterday.
Did you really?
On my Roto World write-ups. It was
awesome.
It was the number one thing. I mean, there was no college basketball. The NBA is lame. And that was number one thing was Juan Soto, his first home runs in New York Met, was the top thing on the NBC Sports website yesterday, courtesy of me. But that was a great game. I think it was good. I don't think you guys were really worried about what happened on opening day. I'm sure most fans weren't.
I was talking to some people. I was talking to like Brandon, and I was talking to Andrew McReynolds, legend. Shout out Andrew McReynolds. He's just reading a book right now while we're doing the podcast. What a beast. I love it.
You might have his headphones.
He's a legend. But I was talking to some of them, and they were like, listen, we're not like those other Mets fans. We're not getting overworked. We're not getting too excited. It's game 1 of 162, and you saw it in game 2. The Mets really came out, and while they didn't, there were still a lot of times where they needed timely hitting. It didn't come through. It's early in the season, whatever. Again, I loved the at-bats that we saw time and time again. Pete Alonso's at-bats
yes, another game that Pete had great
legitimately
at-bats.
been unbelievable. If Pete does this, one, unfortunately, he's going to walk because he's going to have a monster season.
Yes.
If he's walking at the rate that he is right now, he's not chasing those low and away sliders. He's not chasing the pitches high in the zone. It seems like almost being around Juan Soto has like added a new patience to his game, which is so nice.
A lot of Yankees players actually said that last year. I've heard a lot of Nationals players and Padres players say that in the past. I think Tatis might have actually said that. Him or Machado, one of them. That like being around Juan Soto and seeing the way that he handles his at-bats and takes his approach and kind of waits for his own pitch and is able to see what's coming, kind of have a sense of what the pitcher is going to do before the pitcher even does it. It does rub off on the rest of the team. I even think a lot of Yankee fans will tell you they felt that about their team last year, watching them be on the same team with Soto. And I do think it's rubbing off on Pete. I think it's rubbing off Vientos a little bit. We still want to see a little bit more with Vientos, that pitch selection. But I think yesterday was a much better game for him than opening day.
Breaking news. I'm sorry to interrupt. Breaking news. Frankie Peppers, he's making bolognese for dinner tonight.
Nice. That's huge.
Bolognese for dinner tonight. We're keeping an official Frankie Peppers tracker, a counter.
Yes, the bolognese.
The record for the bolognese. So right now it's 0-0.
Yes.
0-0. Get a win tonight. We get a win in the column. 1-0 for Frankie Peppers bolognese.
That's very huge.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 100 people in the live stream. We got people out here watching us. We appreciate everybody here for the podcast.
Hey, Ben.
I don't know. Can't really hear us too well.
No one can hear us besides the people here.
I'll tell you, the podcast is better on YouTube right now.
Much
for
better
sure.
on YouTube right now.
But
Which, yeah, that was an oversight.
I think everybody gets to, we're eventually going to have some people on and ask us some questions.
Yeah, in like
once
2
we
more
get through a little bit of the stuff here. We want to do like 10 minutes on our own.
A little bit,
Then
yeah.
bring the people on so that they can get involved.
I think the last thing I really want to talk about from last night's game is the Mets bullpen.
Yes.
And the fact that we're through 2 games in the Mets bullpen, and every single pitcher has looked really, really good. Every single pitcher looks like they have more juice. We saw A.J. Minter throwing cutters and going 95-mile-an-hour fastballs. Danny Young on opening day, I told you guys about that. All the stuff looks enhanced. Friend of the pod, pitching savant, Isaac Groffman tweeted about that as well.
Oh, yeah.
That the stuff looks a lot better.
Dude, and just like,
Oscar Brazoban.
I love that it seems, and you saw Tyler McGill wear the shirt after the start.
Throw in the box.
We like it here or whatever it says. We like it in the zone or in the box, which is a crazy shirt. But when he did that, it was like, oh, there is a clear focus by this Mets team. They want to throw more strikes this year. They want to pound the zone. Reed Garrett was disgusting last night.
But he's always been disgusting.
I know, but that sweeper was unbelievable. And even you texted me this a little bit during the 9th inning. Edwin Diaz dropping a new slider on us, and he was locked in. There wasn't an ounce of doubt watching him pitch last night. He was so good.
Usually when Edwin throws his slider, he kind of gets it to be more change-up-y, where it actually is like what they call like a back-me-up slider.
Yeah.
It moves like a change-up. It goes against his arm angle, but it acts like a change-up because it drops a little bit, and it's like a 10-mile-an-hour grading with his fastball. But these new sliders actually have genuine sweep on them, which is the way sliders actually move.
Which I like.
With his arm.
I like him adding that because it's
first of all, it's nice
he
to have
needs
something.
horizontal movement a little bit.
And he always kind of, I hate reverse splits. I don't believe in reverse splits, but he always was a bit of a reverse split guy where like you always feel like he was better against the lefties.
I mean,
Like
Harper never could touch him. Schwarber doesn't touch him. He owned Ohtani when he went up against Ohtani a couple times.
Even we saw Ryan Stanton. Yes, they touched 99 miles an hour.
Standing at the disco.
It was great to see this Mets bullpen 2 days in a row between guys in the A team, B team, and C team, like perceived, are coming in and demolishing hitters. And hitters in a good lineup. I know it's only like half a good lineup now, the Astros, but they're still a fucking good lineup.
The top 5 are
One of the
very,
best in the
very
league.
good hitters.
Easily one of the best in the league.
It's a hard drop-off, but they hit. This team's going to score runs. I'm making sure the Instagram's loading. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I
funny.
realized that it didn't post when I closed it out.
Nice.
But YouTube chat, appreciate everybody here in the YouTube as well. Oh, we got, Steve Beto, $19, $20 from Steve. LFGM.
Thank you,
thank
Steve.
you so much,
You're the
Steve.
man, Steve.
We appreciate you. That's going to go right to the beer fund.
Yeah, right?
Right to the beer fund tonight. We appreciate you.
I think the one other thing to mention about last night is that we're still kind of waiting for the offense to really click.
Yes.
I know even like it stops out at the bottom of the order with no Alvarez, no McNeil. We saw Torrens hit that double. Beatty, the at-bats weren't very good. I'm really scared that he's tightening up again, and he's kind of getting scared in the regular season. We're going to give him a long. Brett Beatty gets 1 month to figure this out. I'm not going to make any takes about Brett Beatty, positive or negative, for 1 full month. You guys have my promise on that. But we just need those guys to turn it over a little bit. You see how good Jesse Winker can be, how good his at-bats are when he's in the middle of the order, kind of transitioning from the top to the bottom. It's great. We have another righty on the mound tonight.
Nimmo 4 is like,
Nimmo 4 is one of the best things ever.
It's so good.
That second leadoff right there. He started that rally in the second. Got lucky when Brendan Rodgers dropped that ball, but no big deal. No big deal there. No big deal. We're hoping, though. I want tonight against Spencer Arrighetti. He's a good pitcher. I like Arrighetti. He was on my 10 breakout pitchers.
Me too.
He's still a guy that I think you can jump on because the fastball's not really tremendous, and I think this Mets team does a really good job of sitting on breaking balls and waiting for breaking balls to know they're coming.
Yeah.
This would be a good night to pop off. Give me a crooked number, score some runs,
I agree.
make something big happen.
Let's see a 7.
Yeah.
Let's see a 7 up there.
7, 8. I want
for us
a 5-run inning.
Yeah, for us. Oh, I do crazy things for a 5-run inning tonight.
And also, you guys, we got the Griffin Canning Mets debut.
Yes.
This is the big pitching lab test. This is the one. I want to see fewer than 30% four-seam fastballs. I want to see 25% sliders, 20%
Sinkers?
cutters, 20% changeups.
No sinkers.
He didn't throw any sinkers his last spring start, so I don't know if we're going to see the sinker, but I want cutter, slider, changeup from Griffin Canning. And if we get a good start from Griffin Canning, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going to be fucking intolerable.
Yeah, we're going to be bad. We're going to be bad.
I'm going to be absolutely insane, off my rocker, over the charts, crazy, going nuts. He's going to be on my waiver wire YouTube video. We're going to go ballistic if Griffin Canning has a good start. He might not have a good start. He might get pelted. Still Griffin Canning against a team that saw him won a shit ton last year.
Oh, Yordan Alvarez has 14 at-bats against him in his career. I think he has a 1,700 OPS.
Jesus Christ.
So keep an eye out for that.
Still pissing me off that we have to play the Astros and the Marlins after we played them all spring, but I digress. No big deal. Still want to see Griffin Canning, what he can do and how he's going to do.
All right, before we hop into it, we are going to just answer real quick. We're going to take some fan questions here in a second because we got people ready to ask us some stuff. Shout out Frankie Peppers, gave us $10. Have some beers on me, boys. I'm proud of you two. Thank you, Frankie.
I love Frankie
Wish you
so
could
much.
be here. Wish I could taste that bolognese tonight.
I would do anything to hang out, Frankie, right now.
Hopefully it brings us a win. Again, shout out to everybody in here, 135 people. If you are not subscribed to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think probably all of you are, but if you're not, subscribe. Drop a like, too. It really does help boost us up on the algorithm here. So put a like on the podcast. We're at 30. I want to see 50 before we wrap up this thing.
Yes.
Anything else? If you're a member, shout out members for joining. You get episodes early on YouTube.
Yeah.
You're going to get an exclusive live stream once a month as well.
Yes.
I didn't put the Discord in the description. I just don't got the link on me.
No,
you can
course,
go to old
okay.
videos, find it there if you want to join the
Discord's been
Discord.
popping, though. We have a great community in there, great conversations. Last thing, I think, before we open it up for questions, both from the chat and the people out here, that Juan Soto home run was ridiculous.
That was so good.
The fact that
he hit it so far.
He spun around a 96-mile-an-hour cutter from Hunter Brown, who's a tremendous pitcher. Who pitched really well against the Mets, truthfully.
Yes.
When Hunter Brown came out in that first inning, he struck out Lindor and Soto back-to-back, I think 6 or 7 pitches. I was like, oh, man, something crazy can happen tonight. The fact that he spun around, again, 97-mile-an-hour cutter, that was up and in his hands. Like
So ridiculous.
Regular hitters cannot do that. Juan Soto can do that. That's the difference, and that's why he's making all this money to do this. It's incredible to watch that happen.
Frankie Pepper said, we'll hang out soon, boys. Let me know when you want to come to my house in Connecticut. I'll make you dinner, and we'll have some drinks. I think we might have to take him up on that.
I mean, I would take a Frankie on that. We just got to figure out transit, but I'm ready to go.
All right. It's time to take some questions from the people here that came out to Murphy's Bar in Astoria. Again, we're going to be doing a post-game show as well, so if you're not here now, you live in the New York area, you live close, you're in Queens, Murphy's Bar in Astoria coming out. There's 100 TVs here. We're watching the game. There's going to be audio during the game. You got time. You got time.
Mets game, March Madness, wings, nachos,
good food,
cheap
good beer.
Pour a great Guinness. It's a fantastic place. And we know you're out in the city today. It was really nice weather. Temperature dropped 30 degrees.
And it feels nice and cool in the bar.
Come to the dive bar in the dark and hang out with the boys.
Someone asked how much to get into the bar. It's free, no cover. This is Astoria.
The bar.
This isn't this fancy schmancy Manhattan
There's
stuff.
No Manhattan nights
these are the real fans. Shout out our biggest woman fan, Bella Derry. Just became a member of the podcast.
Yes, thank you, Bella.
Thank you, Bella. Welcome to the Ball Knowers. All right.
But time for questions?
Yes, we're gonna answer some questions here.
Oh, we got Ode to the Mets by the Strokes playing the bar.
That's a great vibe. Do you have a question, or you're just staying close? Think about it. Ernie, come on up, grab the mic. I'm gonna tell you when you can talk because I'm gonna unmute it. So you're unmuted. Go for it.
Hey, Mark. Hey, James. Quick question. Why are we just getting Jose Siri in Game 3?
Ooh.
Why wasn't he starting opening day?
Ooh, I like it. Thank you, Ernie. Appreciate it. I muted your mic now. I'm muting it once you're done with the question.
That is a good question. I think there was a bit of like
two things.
One, Tyrone Taylor was so big for the team down the stretch year. So I think Mendoza, with a team that was mostly here through the end of last year, was like, you get the start.
Yeah,
you get the opening day. You're ready to go. You go now.
I think, two, Jose Siri, there's a little bit of calm you need sometimes with him. Like, opening day in Houston.
Chill him out a little bit.
In Houston, his former team. We know he bat flips on racists. Like, I think there's a world where Jose Siri might just need a couple days to just relax and be like, okay, I'm a part of this team. We're hanging out.
I have a fun trivia question for all you guys out here right now. We have a couple of the first ever Mets'd up shirts that have ever been made.
Show it to the stream. Show it to the stream as well.
Right
also, let us know if you guys like the design. We just like.
Yeah, we did this week.
We went to a place in Astoria and they just made them for us in an hour.
On Mark's block to get a shirt that day. But I have a trivia question that plays off this question you asked. So thank you, Ernie. If you guys could tell me, the first person to tell me the last, you win the shirt. Bang! Juan Soto got it. Fast one. Yeah.
Let's go.
Come here.
Give me the shirt.
Let's
Adult
go.
large. I hope it fits.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate that.
You.
Nice one.
Appreciate you coming out.
Good question, Ernie.
Way to answer it.
Love
Ernie,
that.
well done. All right. Next question. Who wants it? Who's got the next question?
You guys got a question?
All right.
Come on, Brandon.
Brandon, give it to us. Brandon, your mic is hot, so whenever you're ready.
For Mark and James, what is one bold prediction you have for the Mets this year for one player?
Okay. Thank you. All right, bold prediction for a player. I'll take this one first. James, I'm not going to use the one that you stole from me because you stole my David Peterson one.
Okay.
I'll go different. I'm going to say Pete Alonso might have like a 380 on base this year. The way he's taking these walks, 380.
No way.
Pete Alonso's going to hit 280, 380.
I mean,
280, 380, 40 homers.
280, 380 is everything in the sky he always dreamed of before he was a free agent this year. 280 Pete Alonso.
This is the walk year for Pete.
This
is the real one.
He had
the shit season last year. But got the nerves out because he's definitely more calm.
Yes.
It's never been more obvious that last season the contract played an effect on it.
But that's also the great irony of him getting called up for opening day in 2019. Something that the Wilpons had never done. Something that no owners really ever do at all before these new rules. The Rookie of the Year is helping you out and getting you always supposed to be a Met this year. He's always supposed to be a free agent after this season. This will be the one he does. Okay. But another bold prediction for a single player. I think that I think that Reed Garrett might establish himself as one of the premier relievers in the league. I think last year he struggled a lot in the strike zone. I don't think he trusted his fastball much because it wasn't really very good. I think that we're seeing now some added command, hopefully some command increases with his sweeper, the splitter, and everything else. I think he's going to wind up trusting that fastball more when it's a little bit more secretive in his repertoire and he's placing the other pitches. I think Reed Garrett, or even just to broaden it, I think one of these Mets relievers kind of puts their stamp on being one of the best, like a feared setup man, a feared middle relief guy in the league between Garrett, Nunez, Max Cranick. We haven't seen Max Cranick yet. We might get the Max Cranick.
Take it. I got to check the audio.
I got to check the audio. All right, check the audio. But that's what we got right now. Anybody else? Oh, my God. Anybody else have a question for us? Ben, you ready? Mark, how do I unmute this, Mark? Oh, God. Third mic, ready to go. Live.
Put that mic. He's just going to talk into your mic.
Okay. That mic doesn't work. Here, Ben, come around.
What would you set the line for the team's ERA and OPS for the season?
Okay. Good question.
Good question.
Ben
Good
asked,
question.
what lines would we set for the Met team ERA and OPS? I believe above league average, and league average was about 7.18. So I want to say last year was probably like 7.25-ish. This year I think it should be better.
Okay.
I'll set the line at 7.30 team OPS for the season. Oh, but the balls are juiced.
Okay.
But the balls are juiced. I'm going to bump that to 7.35 with the juice balls.
I will say I am listening to the audio. Some people are saying it's cooked. Just refresh, because I can hear it just fine on my phone.
Okay.
I'm going to say we're not going to do the third mic. We're going to keep that one off. I think that might have been part of the problem.
That's okay. I'll swing my mic around.
Yeah, but we'll swing the mic around. Shout out to 250 people in here. What was the question again? I'm sorry. I was working on the technical difficulties.
Set the lines for the Mets team OPS and ERA this season.
Team OPS?
And keep juice balls in mind.
What was the team OPS last year?
About 7.25.
7.25. I'll go 7.45.
I said 7.35.
Okay, 20 points higher.
Team ERA.
What was the team ERA last year?
I think it was around 3.8.5, 3.9. I want to say.
I'm going to keep it similar. I'm going to go like 3.75.
3.75 would be a big jump. I feel like the league ERA is going to move up to about 4.1 this year.
Ooh, that is a good point. So it probably is just. I think it's just
4-ish.
Yeah, right in the 3.8 to 4 range.
So I think we're going to give up like 4 runs a game.
Yeah.
4.2 runs a game, which is the ERA. So that's what I think I'm at right now.
Wow, almost 300 people in here, by the way.
The juice balls,
Thank
I
you.
think, are moving me around on this, though, because we're seeing through 2 games of the Major League season, not a big sample, but these are probably some of the coldest games these teams are going to play.
Yes.
That the league-wide xWOBA on fly balls is even 20 points higher than it was through the first month of the season in 2019. So we think that their balls are juiced again, and that's going to push both the OPS and every team's ERA up. So I do think that both of those will be higher than the Mets team averages last year, but I also think both will be better relative to the league average.
No, I like it. I like where your head's at. All right, we have another question here from anybody?
Anybody out there got a question? Anybody want to get on the mic?
He's got a question. Give him the mic.
Who wants the mic? Come around the way. No, not that one.
Not that one. Swing it even more. Swing it even more.
Oh, okay. Over here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if I have a question for you guys as much, but I just want to say I love you guys. Like, it's an honor to meet you guys.
Thank you, man.
My brother's a Yankee fan, so I got him this hat. If you want to show it on camera, I don't know. But my brother's a big Yankee fan.
Shout out
so
the brother too.
Give him a shitty hat like that. I know I met you, Mark, at a Mets game once.
Yes, sir.
I was just down in spring training, and I got my Juan Soto shirt under here.
Nice.
And I played. The blind guy went bowling with Wardy.
Oh, really?
I went bowling with Wardy, Jim Riley.
Oh, and Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, good people, good guys.
We had a great time.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I lost all my Mets stuff in a fire in my house.
Oh,
when it
my
burned
God.
down a year and a half ago.
Oh, my God.
And then I rebuilt one of my rooms in my house.
That looks
like
awesome.
That. And I have a picture there as well in case you guys want to show a Mets room.
Oh, that's awesome. The blue and orange is amazing there.
Come on, I'm dedicated.
So sorry to hear about your house.
I'm in too deep over here.
Let's go.
I'm a stand-up comedian also in New York, in Manhattan. Yeah.
Where can they find you?
I go by the Blind Beard.
The Blind Beard. All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Check them out. The
I
Blind
was just
Beard.
telling the guy over here, like, I couldn't hear your question before. I'm like half deaf over here. I'm like a minor version of Helen Keller.
Blind or deaf, both?
Dude, thank you so much for coming out, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks to meet you, man.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Just watch out. Watch
Shout
the
out
wires.
My wire? His wire?
I'm just holding it just in case.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
We're good. All right. Anybody else got a question?
I will say this.
You promised me one. My guy over here said, if I get you a Jameson shot, well, I'll answer a question. I was
Of
like,
course,
all right.
yeah. No,
Of
get him on
course.
here. Get him on here.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if, am I on this thing? I don't know if this is really have you guys seen the new loophole Yankee bats?
Ah!
All right? Two-part here.
Yes.
So we talk about the Yankee bats
Yes.
and talk about stupid bats.
I love
How
it.
long can we keep Jeff McNeil out of this lineup and off the team? Because he is a cancerous bum that I never want to see step foot in Citi Field ever
my guy
again.
Jeff. Oh, you're killing me saying that about my guy Jeff.
Two-part question. Well, he told me he was going to talk shit about Jeff. I was like, can I talk shit about Jeff? I was like, you can say anything you want on this microphone.
We don't work for the team anymore.
Yeah, as long as it's not like defamatory, racist, any of that stuff. But yeah, we're good. So, thank you, man.
Thank you
the
for
shot.
coming on.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah.
All right, round for everybody.
I think first about Jeff McNeil. I think we're seeing why maybe we should be appreciating Jeff McNeil a little bit more in these
agree.
first two games.
Yeah.
Seeing Brett Bailey take some kind of uncompetitive at-bats against Hunter Brown. Seeing Luis Angel Acuna botch a double play throw that could have
It's tough.
definitely changed
Yeah.
the game on opening day. Again, not saying anything bad about both of those guys. Still like both of those guys. Happy they're both on the team. But you kind of take for granted the very simple things that Jeff McNeil never really fucks up ever.
Correct, yeah.
Which is defense. He never fucks up defense.
No.
And Jeff McNeil, again, we saw a very bad version of Jeff McNeil at the beginning of last year. When he's right, he's a really good hitter still. I know he is.
Big shout out to Wardy in the chat. Appreciate
What's
you,
up,
brother.
Worthy? Thanks for joining the chat, Worthy.
Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Yeah, I don't think Jeff's going anywhere. I think he's still valuable to this team. I get it. I get why you might not want
We
Jeff on the
understand.
team. I understand.
I think you and David Stern is probably the same sentiment. Like, they don't want Jeff McNeil on this team anymore.
Yeah,
but
he's just not going anywhere. He's got a little red ass.
I feel like when Lindor kind of choked him out, I thought that would change that, but I guess it really didn't.
he definitely has a temper on him for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But that's okay. I like some guys with some temper on my team. I like the fact that this team, we saw it last night, the fact that the Mets' new celebration is the elephant trunk, the big
Oh,
schlong.
that's amazing.
I feel like we have some added vibe on this team. I feel like that's something that Jeff does kind of bring, which is like a little bit of bullshit, a little bit of nasty.
and a little crazy.
A little crazy.
Gotta have a little crazy. Now with the Yankee bats, they're totally in the rules. They're not doing anything wrong. But I think
support the bats.
But I think it's a rule that should not be allowed. I think the barrels should have to be the same for everybody. It's smart. I'm not denying what they did was smart, and that every team should be doing this. You should be adjusting all your bats to what is optimal for your player. But I think that this takes away some of the skill of hitting. You're now making it easier to hit by moving where the sweet spot is, and I think that's lame.
I mean, sure, but it's also.
But every
part
team
of that,
should do it. Every team should do
everything
it.
that's inside the rules, inside the rules. I don't know exactly if it's taking away the skill of hitting. I think
It is.
It partially.
Because if you don't hit the ball in the barrel more than someone else, you should be a worse hitter.
Yeah, I
Anthony
guess.
Volpe, Mr. Singles, is the king of jamming himself because he dives out over the plate because he wants to be Derek Jeter 2.0, and he can't hit. So now you're supporting Anthony Volpe barreling the baseball up more by being a worse hitter.
I'll tell you this. Someone else I was talking to before the show gave me this point that we know Volpe's done a lot of work to increase his bat speed. Was that your buddy who told me this, Ben? Sorry. But the fact that if you have more weight on the handle of your bat, the inside of your bat, it's easier to start that swing with more power and use that momentum from the weight on towards the handle of the bat
Yes.
to carry your barrel through the zone.
That
It's kind of great.
like baseball players, you talk about top-heavy bats, bottom-heavy bats.
Guys like
Yeah.
Volpe with no power should do this. I would
They
love to
should do it.
guys
They
with-
should. I think
and
it's
this
lame.
is also big with the bat speed data that we have because we can see guys with very short swings kind of come up with these handle-heavy bats, generate a short swing with more speed. That's the Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
It'd be very cool to see how this gets proliferated through Major League Baseball now that we have this data that's more accessible to us.
I think Jazz and Volpe are the only guys I know. I don't know of anybody else doing this yet.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll
We'll
wait
keep
and see
watching.
how
Yeah,
this
Judge is
adjusts.
normal bat.
Yeah.
He's still a monster.
Well, because he's a good hitter.
We got any more questions from the chat?
Yeah, someone in the chat, Carlos C says, "Can Lindor shake the early season slumps finally?"
No.
It just is probably
Doesn't
the
seem
player
like
he
it.
is. It seems like it takes a while for him to get timing down, to get the rhythm going.
Also, Katya's pregnant again.
Yes.
So the fact that she's pregnant early in the season, he's had major slumps in his Mets
That's
career.
NLDS,
while,
baby.
While, yeah.
You track out the time.
Nine?
That
No,
is-
9? No. It's 9 months from right now?
she's pregnant
Right
I'm not-
now.
Yeah, she's
due any day now.
no.
Yes.
No.
They said she's due any second.
I don't think that's true.
I guarantee you it's
All
true.
right.
They said it over and over again.
Well, then what game is that? What's
It's
9
9
months from
ago.
now?
It's April.
Also, shout out Steve Beto. Just gave us another $20.
Oh,
Jeff-
9 months does track.
Oh, yeah.
5. Oh, no, wait. 12? No. July. All-Star.
All-Star
All-Star
break.
week.
So it's All-Star break.
All-Star week, baby.
That's what happens because we didn't vote him in enough.
Yeah.
Lindor's
you're the
going to
bad
miss a
first
game
half.
because he's going to have a baby. Nah,
Wayne Randazzo and Dontrell really pumping that last night. Be like, how's this guy not been an All-Star with the
It's
Mets?
true, though.
He's been top 5, top 10 MVP every
It's
single
true.
season, which is ridiculous.
But yeah,
truly.
shout out Steve Beto, gave us another $20. Jeff McNeil's a solid second baseman. Deal with it.
He is a
Thank
solid
you,
second
Steve.
baseman. And he's got a
200
contract that's
people.
not going away.
200 people.
Thank you,
in
guys.
the YouTube.
Woo!
Is this something you guys like to see from us?
Yeah, should we do more live stuff? You
Should we
guys
do
let
more
us
live
know.
stuff? I mean, Murphy's Bar again in Astoria. If you guys are local, if you're in New York, whatever it is, if you want to come through after we finish up the stream, you want to leave the stream early, that's okay. Come through to Murphy's Bar in Astoria. They've got where's the little sign thing here? Yeah, we got $6 Blue Moon Pines, $5 Coors Lights, 6 for $25 Coors Light buckets before and after during the game.
I also believe we have $9 nachos during Mets games, and that's with chicken or
They
beef.
got wings. They have
Yeah,
good
the wings are
popcorn
good.
chicken.
The wings
good
are good.
burgers, sandwiches. Everything's great. I'll take one, Ernie. Thank you. Crack open a beer here.
Mark and I really fell in love with this bar because one, he's an Astoria guy. I used to live in Astoria, and it's a great place. It's a very Mets-centric neighborhood in New York City. But we came here last year for the first time during that Braves day game when Lindor hit the home run.
Yeah.
And we were surrounded by Mets fans at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday. And
That
we were
was
like,
incredible.
All right, this is the place we're going to watch games. So we did the whole playoff run here, and it was really special.
We had 5 or 6 beers each.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Had a little fun outside. You know,
Shout
that's
out
good
Rory,
stuff.
the owner. That's our guy. Rory's
Rory,
the man.
Rory, someone wants to know if you guys have Stella Artois. Yes. They got Stella. D, they got Stella. All of the
Rory, you
Artois.
want to come over here and promote? You
Yeah,
want to come on the mic and promote?
yeah, come on on. Come on
All
over.
right, he's coming over. Rory's coming over in a
Coming over.
second.
We're going to be live. We got about 5 minutes left until we're going to wrap. We're going to wrap up at 7, guys,
Wrap
just
up
so
at
you know.
7, gives you guys 10 minutes
Sam
before the game.
Garcia, OHIO, go Bucks. Thank you, Sam.
Is that
Appreciate
guy who's
you.
over here?
I think it might be.
We had a Buckeye fan here
might
in the
be.
bar who's a Mets fan talking to us about that. Which
Does-
the Mets, if you guys are a Met Buckeye fan, I love you deeply. Those are my people. It's me, it's Brett Bailey, it's Garrett Wilson, it's my guy Sam on Twitter, and this might be the same Sam on Twitter, or it's a different Sam right now. So shout out the Mets and go Bucks.
Appreciate.
You guys want anything else to say?
Any other questions from anybody? Drewski wants one.
Drew's getting a question.
Also,
Shout out not the expert.
once Drew's done, we're going to pick a home run hitter tonight.
Hello, gentlemen. So, I
Big
don't know
time
how much
YouTuber.
time you got, but yes, not the expert. Subscribe. But 2 questions. Francisco Lindor, no hits yet. Is it time to panic, or is it just the first series of the year and everyone should chill out?
No panic. Never panic with Francisco Lindor. If I've
Thank you,
ever learned
Drewski.
anything,
No, I
we
mean,
never
it's-
panic.
It's cold. It's cold early in the season. Maybe not in Houston, but it's very cold
No,
early
it's
in
cold
the
in
season.
Houston, too.
It's cold in Houston?
Keeping it cold in there.
That's fine.
They heard Lindor likes it warm.
We
They're
got
keeping it
time.
cold.
No one would think about Francisco Lindor's stat line until July 1st. I think we've learned that for the last couple of years as Mets fans. Would I like him to get on base a little bit more?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes,
I would.
yeah.
I would like that. But Francisco Lindor can literally do no wrong in my eyes.
I
This
will
guy
say-
is the premier player in this team.
The people are loving the live. Shout out to
Yeah.
everybody in
Woo.
here. Again, we've been just rocking 200 people in the live stream. Appreciate everybody
Love
on the
that.
pregame. This is a lot of fun. We hope to do more of this.
Definitely.
At Murphy's Bar. It's a
Yeah.
great time. Again, Murphy's Bar story come
Definitely.
out. Rory's going to come on in a second before we wrap up. Give his little promo here. All right, pick a home run hitter for tonight.
Home run hitter for today?
Yeah.
'Cause
I got mine.
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, I like it.
Because Pete Alonso loves the hang and breaking ball. And Arrighetti runs the slider. He runs the curveballs. He uses them to steal strikes a lot because fastball is not very good. So Arrighetti does this fun thing where sometimes he will pitch backwards and start his at-bats, especially against righties with
Yeah.
sliders, and sneak the fastball in. I can see Pete sitting slider early and hitting the Crawford boxes.
Shout out Emily in the chat. Appreciate you being here as well.
Thanks, Emily.
Legend as always. Jose Siri.
Yeah?
It's the Jose Siri day. We're having a Jose Siri game.
Revenge game.
One homer. He's going to get 5 at-bats. He's going to strike out 4 times. He's going to hit a home run, though. And we'll see.
Gonna make a crazy play.
We'll see the truth about Spencer Arrighetti.
I wish. I trust Arrighetti.
I trust him. I
He's
think
a
he's
good
all right.
paisan.
We'll find out.
I wish with Jose Siri playing center field, we still had the hill in center field.
Oh, he'd dominate that
I
thing.
wish we had the hill. I miss
He'd
the
be
hill
so good
so
out
much.
there.
When baseball was real ball.
Appreciate everybody in here again. Around 200 people. Subscribe if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel. We drop episodes after every series. We drop episodes after games. We're doing a post-game tonight.
Yes.
Probably if they win. If they lose,
We'll see.
we'll lose. We'll see.
And we'll see what the crowd looks like in this
Yeah.
bar. If it's too loud, we might not, but like 85% chance we do.
I mean, they're going to win tonight, so
And
that's
also,
why.
Let's win the series.
Yeah, let's
Big
win the series, man.
Go 2 out of 3, baby. We need that game.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to see Brandon Nimmo in the 4-hole again. I love him
Yes.
hitting cleanup. It was
I also-
so good last night.
I also don't think Rory's showing up. So
I don't
we
think he is either.
Yeah, so that's fine. He's busy, man. He's
Yeah,
got a lot
busy.
to do.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do. He'll come on afterwards.
His
He'll come on for the
brother,
after
I
party.
believe, is Mr. Universe, right? Rory's brother?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Mr.
Mr. Ireland,
Mr.
at
United
least.
States.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mr.
There's
United
there's
States,
different
yeah.
names for different ones.
Yeah, great. Eclectic crew over here, the Murphys. We love watching games.
Yeah,
here.
but again, you're in Astoria. We got someone from the Bronx who came out, which
All
is
right,
crazy.
one more prediction from tonight. Give me something weird.
Griffin Canning goes 6. Griffin Canning 6 innings tonight. I don't know how many runs he's gonna give up. I have no clue.
We probably are in the spot. We do need some length. I'm sure. Also, here's my big one. We see the Max Kranick debut tonight.
Ooh, there it is.
I'm surprised we didn't see it opening day. Brazoban gave us like 2 or 3 innings, whatever it was. But the way that the starters were getting more 5 and dives early, we're gonna need someone to give multiple innings. What?
We got the legend LT Spears in the chat.
Yeah, LT,
another blind
legend.
viewer of ours,
Let's
or
go.
listener, I should say.
Thank you, LT.
Not a viewer, but
That's the man.
Winker's
come
going
on,
deep
come
tonight.
on.
Winker's going deep tonight.
I like that too.
A lot of Lindor love.
Winker had great at-bats last night. I'm really excited when
All
Jesse...
the at-bats were good.
When we face right-handed pitchers, I'm really excited for Jesse Winker to be in this lineup consistently.
When this team's healthy with this lineup, it is going to be a slog to get through. We talked about how Framber was exhausting to face on the hitter side.
Yes.
This lineup is going to be exhausting on the pitching side.
Don Trell was talking about that last night, the fact that Mets top 4 and 5, like that's as difficult as you're going to see in Major League Baseball. And we are proud to call it our team this year.
So awesome. So awesome. Guys, that is going to be it for the live show here at Murphy's Bar pregame. Thank you so much to
Watch out for the
everybody
postgame.
who came over on YouTube. Thank you to everybody here who
Thank
came
you, guys.
out to support us over here at Murphy's Bar. We appreciate it.
Brandon, thanks,
We're
man.
going to go drink some beers. We're going to watch the Mets.
Cheers.
And we're going to have a great time. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Become a member if you want to see videos early. Steve Bitto, Frankie Peppers, everybody.
Legends.
Appreciate you guys from the bottom of our hearts. And we'll catch you all after the game. Let's fucking go, Mets.
Let's go, Mets.